Hi, beginner percussionists. We have another topic we're going to cover. This is 7-stroke rolls, which can be found on page 35 in your book. There's an explanation in your book at the bottom of page 34. I'm going to try to explain a little bit more of that. So to deal with these rolls, you have to have an understanding of what a dotted eighth note is. So I have a diagram here. The first thing we're going to look at on this diagram is in the green writing. It's right here. A dotted eighth note is similar to a regular eighth note, except that it has a dot on it, obviously. An eighth note is filled with 2 16th notes, and a dot adds half the note's value to it, making it worth 3 16th notes. So whenever you see a dotted eighth note, it's equal to 3 16th notes. So up top, we understand that a quarter note is equal to 4 16th notes. And we've already talked about what a 9-stroke roll is right here. So today when we're discussing a 7-stroke roll, you'll see 1 16th note right next to a dotted eighth note, which is worth 3 16th notes. So 1 plus 3 makes a total of 4. The reason it's written this way, what makes it a 7-stroke roll, is that the first one of your 16th notes does not have a slash on it. You do not roll. Only the second, third, and fourth one. So I'll demonstrate what that sounds like. 4 16th notes sound like this. When you add a roll, it sounds like this. But if we were to play a 7-stroke roll where the first one does not have a roll, it sounds like this. One more time. So the roll actually starts on the first left hand, not on the first right hand that plays a note. So it's right, left, and that's a 7-stroke roll. Back to the diagram. One more way to see that, obviously you have your 16th notes with the diddle after. Another way to see that is a single 16th note with a dotted eighth note, which is worth 3 16th notes rolled. And you'll see that in the book fairly often. Okay, here are some of the examples from page 35. I'll start my metronome. I have it set to 70 beats per minute. Here's line 5. You'll see that the 7-stroke roll is written 2 different ways in line 5. Here's line 6. Ready, and go. Now how would you count these rolls? You always count the skeleton. So for a 7-stroke roll, it's going to sound like just regular 16th notes. I'll count line 6. Ready? Here we go. 1 E and a 2, 3 E and a 4. 1 E and 2 E and 3 and 4. 1 E and a 2 and a 3 E and 4 E and a 1, 2 and 3 E and a 4. Okay, I'll play line 7 now. Ready, and go. And here's line 8. Ready, and go. Okay, hopefully that helps make more sense.